guys, what's up? It's Paige. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new here, I guess welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we're going to be doing a get ready with me, but this is going to be my style. So we're going to be talking about life a little bit and just this weirdness that life is. I seem to get a lot of my channel messages and things that I like to talk about while I'm doing my makeup, or like taking a shower, or taking my dog on a walk, or just things like that. Honestly, today I was just kind of feeling impatient to share the message, so that's where this is coming in. Let me just say that this is by no means about the makeup tutorial. It's more about what I have to say because I'm not amazing at makeup, but if you want to follow along, by all means, go ahead. That's on you though if it doesn't go good. I'm thinking of titling this video, Life is a Paradox. That's probably what we should talk about right off the bat because it's so true, and I am recognizing that as I film these YouTube videos, that's become something I'm just recognizing more and more when I'm trying to figure out what I want to say. There's so many different levels of consciousness. There's literally so many different things that happen every single day that change us and change our beliefs and change our perspectives, and they all matter. Like, nothing's truly mutually exclusive, and the point that I've really been trying to get across, honestly, because coming on any social media platform does limit, you know, the kind of conversations that you can have with people and the kind of messages that you can get across. I feel so weird right now trying to do this and talk at the same time, so bear with me. I just find that getting on social media platforms really creates this weird kind of connection that you can have with people, because like, yes, you can share your views, but like, people are only hearing just like a little part of like your interpretation of whatever you're talking about. So I find that a lot of the things that I want to share on here, I'm like, ooh, I don't want anybody to take this any certain way. Like, I don't want them to think that that's all there is to it. And that's something that I'm running into a lot, you know, and it's obviously not up to me to decide how people interpret things as much as I can like try to be intentional with how I do things. There's always the option of people, you know, misunderstanding, but I'm finding that a lot with the whole idea that life is a paradox. It's a matter of what's happening in the moment. A moment, the past, the present, and the future, everything is happening like right now. The more you look into the different levels of things, into the different depths that things can take on, you literally have no idea how insane this world is. How indescribable things are too. And as much as I'd love to admit how right and wrong things like could be in different situations, I mean, you never truly know the truth to anything because there's always more to it. There's always more to the story in every situation. So I don't know, like, I've just gotten to the point where I've become so much more passive than what I used to be, because I realize how many things contradict themselves. And not only things, but people. Oh my God, people, especially the people that you expect, aren't going to contradict themselves. Like, you know, people of like power, people of authority, people of politics. Really, anybody that you could look up to in your time, people just lack so much integrity than what you would like expect. For me, that was kind of a brutal wake-up call. I'm not gonna lie. That was not the most comforting thing to like realize, and that's why I'm at where I'm at in my life right now. Like, I'm at the point where I like want to learn more and I want to seek more information, and because of that I am able to do so. Like, I'm led to things that are trying to teach me a lesson and are trying to, you know, help me grow and expand my consciousness, because ultimately that's why we're here. But that's why life is a paradox, is because sometimes you run into things that feel like they don't have any purpose. You run into things and you're like, okay, like what good could this have done for my situation? I feel like I'm at a hole in the wall. I feel sad. I feel bad. Lately, I've been able to like transform those feelings into something that works for me and that helps me. And that's just funny to me, because it's like, do you ever really have bad feelings, or are they all just opportunities for good feelings and for good things to happen? Is there ever a good or a bad? They all have to be there, because there has to be a good for there to be a bad, a light for there to be a dark. I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. There's just random things that pop into my head while I am doing like my makeup, and I'm just like, anybody else think about this? Does anybody else just always have running questions in their head about like what the hell is going on? Because I just like, I wish people would talk about it more if that was the case. Oh, I did not expect this color to be what it was. Okay, well, we're gonna work with it. We're gonna work with it. Honestly, me trying to do this and talk at the same time is not turning out well. Enjoy this time lapse of me trying to get my life together before we continue. This honestly looks so much worse on camera, but this is as good as it's gonna get for now. Top of the whole life is a paradox thing. I just feel like a lot of the time people are not as willing to like understand duality. They're not willing to like see things as, you know, being gray instead of always just being black and white. And like that has become something that drives me crazy. Like I don't even mean to be so affected by it when people are like that, but I'm just like, no, you don't understand. It's not always, like I said, mutually exclusive. Not everything, you know, denies the existence of another. Holy shit. I'm not here to invalidate anybody's opinions. I'm just here to like explain the fact that like, does your opinion even matter in the long run? That's my favorite thing in the entire planet. Honestly, I mean, like, obviously it does, but at the same time, it really doesn't. And that's, like, what I'm saying about life being a paradox. And that's why it's really hard for me to decide, like, what I want to talk about. I did not realize how hard it is to film one of these things. Shout out to all the beauty YouTubers. This is not easy. Okay, I have to admit, I opted out of doing the rest of it on camera because it's, like I said, a lot harder than what you'd expect. So props to that. And I didn't want to worry you guys because I am so bad at makeup. You might think that I have something wrong with me. But yeah, I guess I kind of have accepted the fact that, you know, the world is ever changing. Everything is ever changing. And I just hope other people kind of see that more too. Because the more that you see, ooh, I like this. The more that you see just the fluidity in everything, like everything is ever changing. I feel like I've been talking so much about that in my Instagram, so if you don't follow my Instagram account, check that out below. It's just at Catalyst Healer on Instagram, but I've been talking about that so much lately. Just the fact that, you know, we have so much going on all the time. Everything is always changing. So for you to say, you know, that that's not the case and that you're one consistent person, you have one consistent mood all the time, you know, you're not paying close enough attention to what's actually going on. Like accepting that life is a paradox also makes it a lot easier on anybody really, because you're not questioning things so much because you kind of understand, like I said, that like things just happen sometimes. Like it literally truly is as simple as it is what it is, and you know, it is what you make it, that kind of thing. So I don't know, that's kind of what I just wanted to share with you guys today, because like life is so crazy, this paradox, this thing that is always happening. It's just so whack to me, and one of the things that I just think about a lot and always just kind of revert back to anytime somebody gets really focused on any kind of topic, especially when I'm doing any kind of coaching too. So always just try to revert back to, you know, that things are just the way that they are for whatever given reason that they are. No matter what, all we have is this given moment right now, and how we choose to see the situation and how we choose to go about that exact moment. Future moments that will eventually turn into this moment. So it all plays together, and that goes back to the whole thing of life is just a paradox. Don't expect too much out of one certain thing. There's honestly so many different ways that something could be what it is. So yeah, sorry for the abstracts, or maybe not if that's what you're into, but this was kind of a failed get ready with me, considering I opted out because apparently I'm just not as skilled as some of the beauty YouTubers on here. So might put that into my list of things to work on. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you are new here. But let me know what kind of videos you guys are interested in the future. I have a lot of things to talk about, like I said, a lot of opinions with a lot of like depth to them because of all the paradoxical things that happen in life. So I don't know, I would like to talk about it with you guys, but I would also like to hear about what you guys want to talk about. So let's get active in the comments down below or on my Instagram account, like I said. But I will see you guys hopefully in later videos, so bye for now.